Spooky month is finally here. And with that, that means that it is finally time for everyone's favorite yearly tradition, HalloWeird. What is HalloWeird, you ask? Well, unlike other, content creators and brands and social media outlets, networks and other places, they like to only focus on the spooky, the horrific, the horrible, the gruesome, normal spooky shit, right? Here, we focus on the weird. We embrace the weird. We coddle the weird. We embrace and hug the weird. We give it cuddles. We give it love and affection. And we showcase all things weird all month long. Lots of weird things could happen. You could see weird taste tests. You could see special one-off segments and sketches. You could see shorts. There might be some voice impressions. We might have some strange and otherworldly visitors from other dimensions. Or we might even see some stuff just from some friends and maybe other content creators that they decided to whip up. Who the hell knows? But this year's HalloWeird is a little different. If you've been following around for the past couple years since we've done this 3 years in a row, you'll know that every year we usually try and do some sort of big, grand finale for all things weird. Whether that be on Twitch, whether that be on YouTube, whether that be somewhere else. Well, this year's going to be a bit unusual. While we have quite a few segments planned out all throughout the month, and a lot of different fun, ghoulish, and very odd and cryptic and weird surprises and information, this year, we're putting the keys in your hand. So, here's how we're doing this. Starting from now, at the time of this video, until Halloween itself, we are accepting submissions for the second annual HalloWeird special. Now, what is the HalloWeird special? Basically, it's an hour-long compilation of all things weird, deranged, psychotic, but also very unhinged, very nerve-wracking, very out there. Something that's very unusual. We're not talking your pineapple on pizza thing. No. We're talking there's a glitch in reality somewhere happening. We're talking strange paranormal activity. We're talking, weird ideologies and idiosyncrasies. We're talking weird cryptic poems. It could be anything weird. From a strange noise you heard in your kitchen to a random occurrence that you had at work. You could be taken over by a spirit. You could do different voices. Just for fun. Who knows? But the only rule is it has to be weird. It has to be either spooky or weird. That's the only rule. So, how is this going to work? Well, from now until Halloween, you have a chance to be part of the next HalloWeird annual special. Here are the guidelines. First, if you're going to submit a segment of any kind, you're going to want to submit that to the email address down below on screen or in the description box, wherever you're watching this. Second, what you're going to need to do on top of that is make sure that your submission, regardless if it's an audio file or if it's a video, if it's you on camera, or even if you don't want to be on camera, if it's you just recording something or telling a story on Discord, or even if it's just something you created and made. Hey, the more creative and artsy, the better. If you just want to make something for the sake of it and it's weird, make it. Have fun with it. Get weird with it. But do know that all submissions have to be at least bare minimum a minute long. Bare minimum. Trust me. It's not that we don't like the short form content. We do. It's just minimum for most social media outlets like Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that is at least a minute. Or in some cases 60 seconds. Now, you can have a segment be a minute long of just you doing voices. A minute long of you doing an evil laugh. A minute long of you seeing a ghost. Maybe you just want to do your Rush Limbaugh impression. Maybe you want to rant about how much you simp for a very unusual character. Who the hell knows? As long as it's weird. Now, there is a maximum. Your submission must be under 10 minutes or less. It can be at 10 minutes, but it has to be at least at or under 10 minutes. Either or. This is just so that we have enough breathing time and breathing room for all the other segments happening. It's not just me making stuff this year. It's all of you. And finally, please, obviously keep in mind, this is going on social media. This is going to the public. People are going to watch this. Don't submit stuff that obviously is going to get people banned or in trouble or any sort of activity that you wouldn't even show your grandmother. So keep things, well, you keep things weird and horrific and deranged. Keep it to a minimum. That's all I ask. So obviously don't do a lot of super politically charged stuff. Nothing that's super sexist. Nothing that's too extremely graphic. Again, this is going on places like YouTube and Twitch and TikTok and other social medias. We don't need to get in any sort of trouble. Not for you, not for me, not for anyone else. So, anyhow, you have from now until Halloween Day itself to make your submissions. And then, what I'm going to do is we're going to try and edit all of that together and have it out by maybe at the very least either Halloween Day or the first week of November. Pretty simple. Kind of leave it as a one grand finale treat for the spooky season. Plus, all month long we're also going to be doing special one-off segments. We're going to be doing special taste tests. We're going to be doing special streams. We're going to be doing a lot of special goodies along the way. And we also have the return of someone near and dear and special to me. Peon. And if that wasn't enough too, we've also got some strange and new, interesting transmissions across the multiverse happening too. So, it's HalloWeird 4. We're getting spooky and weird all month long. Oh, and keep an eye on the social medias all month long too, because you never know. It's not just tricks that we're going to be pulling. We may have a few treats here and there. I'm not promising anything, but you never know when they might drop. It's all on a first come, first served basis. So if we do any sort of drops and treats, keep an eye on the socials. I don't know why. Anyhow, crash out and stay weird, stay spooky, stay alert. You never know what's going to happen. Until next time.